Testing the spirit means evaluating the character, evaluating consistency, evaluating the psychological health, right? The mental stability, right? And most importantly, testing the spirit is measuring, evaluating the alignment of the person before you grant emotional, relational, or professional access. Okay? And I'm going to break all this down right here, right? And I want to kind of take a pause for a second and let's go into professional access. Before you get hired for employment, especially these companies or employment that one pays top dollar, two requires some type of licensing or discretion, right? Such as maybe a clearance. They're gonna put you through a testing your character, which is called interviews, phases of interviews, right? And some of these interviews require polygraphs. How well do you tell the truth? You dig what I'm saying? All right, pin that right there. So testing the spirit is discernment before attachment. Discernment before attachment. And I get it. Some people that I did on part one, they said, you know what? I'm just kind of paraphrasing. My discernment is on point, greater. You know what I mean? My spirit know who to, trust and who not to trust. Pretty much. They didn't say it word for word. You know what I mean? And I get it. Some people are like that. Like your discernment is on point. So if your discernment is on point, cool. This ain't for you. You know what I mean? This is for the people who struggle in these cycles of broken hearts, broken spirits, trusting people, and then these people are not who they say they were, right? Or who you thought they were. Continuous cycles, right? So your soul, your spirit, right? Your life force. And when I say that, I'm talking about your value system. Who you are. What's your value system? Your emotional openness. Some of us, we just tell strangers all our daggone business, right? We meet somebody on the train, we just letting it all loose. You meet somebody on the bus, you meet somebody on TikTok, they know your whole life story, right? Only thing they need is your last four. You know what I mean? When I'm talking about your spirit, trusting your spirit, you giving your spirit up, I'm talking about your psychological vulnerability, your identity inside of you, your life direction, who you are, right? You just giving it all of the goodies inside. And I'm not talking about physically, right? It's when you bond with someone, right? You are not just sharing time with them. You're sharing influence. And a lot of times we think that our influence on the person is stronger than their influence on us. Come on, somebody, right? We think that our influence on a person is stronger than their influence on us, when really, the more time we spend with them, their influence becomes stronger on us without even knowing. You know what I mean? And then influence reshapes behavior. Influence reshapes emotional regulation, how you regulate your emotions. Influence reshapes long-term trajectory from where you are to where you want to go in life, right? And I'm not talking about spiritual paranoia. And that's another topic I definitely want to talk about. I'm not talking about spiritual paranoia. I'm talking about, do you evaluate the character before granting access? And then there's levels of access to you. Some of us, if we have 5 levels of access, after a month or two, this person got level 5 access. So most people don't test the spirit because, one, attachment, the hunger for attachment overrides the discernment. The hunger for attachment overrides the discernment. Loneliness lowers standards for some. Loneliness lowers standards for some. Okay. 2, chemistry is mistaken for compatibility. I'm gonna talk about that one in another video. Intensity, right, is confused with alignment. Familiarity feels safe. That trauma bonding. Dysfunction feels recognizable. Oh, this person had a family like mine. Or this person had a relationship like mine. This person went through something like I went through. Your ego wants validation quickly. That microwavable fix, right? Your ego wants validation quickly. So being chosen feels stable, right? And when I say feeling chosen, oh, this person is my friend, and this person, we relate together, and they like me as much as I like them. Fear of missing out puts pressure on you to accelerate the testing period. Well, I see all these other people with friends and all these other people with jobs, and I see all these other people with lovers, and I see all these other people with XYZ, and comparing yourself with other people when you don't even know the other people's story. They walk, what they're going through, what they've been through. Testing the spirit is not suspicion, right? It's observation over time. Observation over time. I know I'm saying a lot, okay? I might need to do a part 2. And I'm going to stop right here, okay? I'm going to do a part 2, or a part 3, rather.